Emotions. Okay, we got several answers that come out when it says you need to train your emotions. I'm not saying go to a psychological class and be like, doctor, what's wrong with me? Okay, child, let's find out from your past how you were abused. No. I'm not talking about going in that deep. I'm talking about emotions. Know when they activate. Don't care why. Forget the why. All you need to know is when your emotions activate, because your emotions are going to be different from mine versus the next guy and the next guy and the next guy, right? But emotions are very dangerous in trading. Okay, we're going to explain it. So these are the common responses we get. What? Emotions? I'm no sissy. What nonsense. We don't need to learn about emotions to trade. That's total garbage. Good, show me your trading statement. And then, I don't have time for this, is the average macho man's response, right? Or macho woman, I don't know. But you get this sort of responses as, this is such a weird thing that this can't be the reason, because look how far I've come in my life. This can't be the reason. Well, the reason is, as far as you've come in your life is actually the barrier that you have because of emotions, because you could have gone a lot further. Okay, that's an important thing to remember. So let's discuss this. Let's discuss this. Oh man, I believe all of you students, if your wives or your girlfriends are watching this with you, they're gonna be like, you should watch Naveen's course more often. Learn about emotions. So, all right. So let's get into this. We're gonna do this strictly for trading. Don't worry. We're not gonna go into like, why don't you take her out for dinner or stuff like that. We're just gonna talk trading. Okay. We got types of emotions, right? Types of emotions. We got sudden reactions. Okay. Sudden reactions come from unusual activities. For example, now, when I went out and I put that shaving cream, on my face, that's a sudden reaction. You're like, what? What? I wasn't expecting that. Let's type in LOL. Sudden reaction. It makes you do something because that's the norm. You have to react. Okay? Sudden reaction, which means the market will also give you unusual activities, which will make you react immediately, when the reality is you need to react later. Okay? Situation number one. Situation number two is the normal fear. Fear. Now, fear has multiple pieces inside. Well, we got the famous FOMO, which is fear of missing out. That's the famous one, which is, I need to take this trade, otherwise I'm going to miss it. If you have this feeling, you need to work on the why. Why am I getting this feeling? But I'm going to tell you right now, that why, solving that why, is going to take you a very long time, my friend. So if you want to solve, you want to hack it, don't run after the why, because it's a one really long, depressing journey. Don't go after the why. Go into when do I get FOMO? Because trading, as you guys said, timing is everything. So think, when do you get FOMO, and use that as your weapon instead of your downfall. Okay, use that as your weapon. When does the market create FOMOs in other people that you can take advantage of? Okay, so think of that always. Okay, fear. Don't make it your downfall. Make it your asset. Make it a piece that you need in your trading. Okay, we got greed. Greed happens to all of us, which is, now let's discuss some of these things, because I'm sure all of you guys are doing this. Okay, so you're looking at your chart. You're in a buy. Okay, you're in a buy. Let's say the buy is working. You're making money, and you're going from suddenly $100 to $150, and then the trade's gone up to $179, and the trade's flickering around 183 and 184. It's flickering. It's just hanging around there. Then comes the type of emotion that we call negotiation. With who? I don't know. But we're just negotiating with ourselves like, come on, baby, give me 200, a round number, and I'm going to close this. Come on, baby, 200. You pull out, all your cheerleader pom-poms, and you're like, woo, come on, 200. So 200. I want that number. Why? No one knows. That number just looks nice, right? You guys agree? So, we're always constantly trying to round stuff up. Okay, I'm telling you from my experience of dealing with 1 billion students at a time, this is a main concern. You guys agree or not? This seems to be a number one point that everyone points to, saying, I know which way the markets are going to go. We're trained to do that. However, I just cannot grab it at the right time. So, the mind says it is a problem that is educational. Okay? Scapegoat. Let's really find out what the real problem is, yeah? Okay? I'm seeing a lot of yes. Agreed. Timing is a problem. Let's take a look at this. Okay. So, out of this sudden movement that was coming, this slow movement that was coming down, you're like, good, I like slow movements because it tells me my buyers are stronger than my sellers. Excellent. I want to buy this thing. Good. That's my expectation. Good. However, keep your mind open as much as you can. What happens at this stage when you have a sudden movement and you're like, that's it. That's my V formation. That's my test. I'm getting in. You enter right there. Your stop loss right here. Your take profit, your recent high. Okay? Your recent landmine, for those of you guys who are in the 4-course bundle. You guys will understand this. Okay? What happens at this stage? So you're in the trade. Okay, you're in the trade. You did the buy. And now this trade proceeds and does this. What is your mind thinking right now? What is your mind thinking right now? Think about it, type it in, or think about it as I go through. What is your mind thinking? And then it does this. What is your mind thinking? And then it does that. What is your mind thinking? Now you're stopped out. You're stopped out. And you'll realize in this whole stage that everything kept pointing for a sell, but you were too preconditioned in a buy that you can't even see the sell. You're so hijacked by your brain with the buy because you took the buy that you only want to expect that the buy should work. Right? You guys experience that? The moment you open your trade for a buy, you don't even know a seller can possibly exist. Sell what? It's only a buy. Does that make sense? Yeah? So, this happens time and time again. And then here's what happens. Sudden move up comes in. Now at this stage, the human mind is doing one of two things. One, it's in shock of, whoa, what just happened? Because at this stage, the person might be thinking, I should turn into a seller because, oh yeah, look at this sharp move on top. I think sellers are trying to dominate. And you will find a reason to justify the sell and say, you're right, it is a sell. Because of some kind of SNR in this area, so it must be a sell. But when this move comes in, you're like, oh, I got a good price for that sell. And then the same nonsense continues. You don't see that the buy was coming. And then when the trade ends, when the trade is finished, and this is what happens time and time again. Time and time again. It's the student has enough knowledge to get that breakthrough that he actually needs. However, it's the judgments that come in from emotions. Okay, so we're going to talk about the next topic right now. Okay, the reason why this negotiation with yourself comes in is because you feel you didn't take the right decision. Now, this is a problem. You need to have that much confidence in yourself that you need to know you've taken the right decision, which means your pre-analysis before entering the trade was a fail. you didn't spend enough time researching that trade. You took the trade like that because you felt good about it. Because your education in a single instant told you it's good. How much time did you spend to pick that trade? Think about it this way. If I was to give you $1 million and you have that $1 million and you're like, well, he's not giving me any more money. I need to find a way to move this $1 million. The only way I know is real estate. So I'm going to go park my money in a house. I like that house. I'll buy it. Come on. Does anyone do that? Or is the person going to be like, I'm going to find the best bloody house in the neighborhood. It's going to be so good that even I'm going to surprise myself. Right? And who knows, 3 years down the line, I'll have 3 million. You know, that's the tendency. When you pick anything else in life, you want the absolute best. Girls, when you go out shopping for your clothes, you want the only freaking piece in the planet. I want to make sure this is my dress and no one else has it on the planet. And make sure it looks fabulous too. Right? We do all the research in real life, but when it comes to trading, we're so eager to turn a profit that we don't do the same research we normally do in real life. We ourselves normally do in real life. That's where the problem comes in. Yes? Agree or not? Yeah, so goals. Now this problem is so big, it was such a problem for me that I myself have only hacked it a few years ago. Goals. It's like goals are something, you know, teachers tell us in school, like goals, goals, goals. And I always put goals as like, oh, graduation is a goal, graduation is a goal. And I hated graduation, so goal was always a bad thing for me, right? So I'm going to rewire goals for you in your mind again, okay? I'm going to rewire it in such a way that you will see how important goals are. This is you, sorry, this is the ocean, not you, this is the ocean. And then I drop you off into the ocean and you're there chilling, okay? You're there chilling. And your objective is, I need to reach land. Okay, that's everyone's objective if I just threw them in the middle of the water. I need to reach land, or I need to make enough money, a lot. Okay? Now, this person is dedicated. I want to reach land. Just like the person is dedicated, I want to make a lot of money from Forex. Okay. So, he kicks. He swims. He dives. He does everything in his power that he knows. But I want you to tell me, where is he going? Which way? Where is he headed? How does he know every kick that he's doing is working or not? How does he know if he's swimming in the right direction? How does he know if diving is going to help him? The only way is if you define your goals clearly. That's like the worst palm tree ever, but I'll put a coconut on there so you guys know it's a palm tree. And that looks like a bee now. But anyways, that's a tree. Okay? That's a tree and that's land. Now, with his goal in mind that I need this, not just any land, I need that bloody land. That one. This one, now, every kick that he does, even if it's wrong, if it gets him an inch closer to this, it's working. Every swim that he does, even if it's wrong, but if it gets him an inch closer, he knows that's where he needs to go. A goal is so important to know how you're going to perform. If you have an endless goal, I just want to make a lot of money, you won't know what that even means. And if you don't know what that means, how do you know you can push yourself? Because you have nothing to push from. Does that make sense? Is that starting to make sense? This is why goals are extremely, extremely important. It's as if you want to work backwards in life.